Good evening and welcome to the Timberview Band Percussion Ensemble Concert 2021. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Daniel Niemeyer and I am the percussion coordinator here for the Timberview cluster. I don't know if you've heard, but things have been a little bit different this year. Unfortunately, this concert is going to have to be virtual, but we did record all of the parts live and in living color. So thank you for tuning in, and we hope you enjoy this night of percussion music. Let's start off. We're going to start with the Eisenhower Beginners. Normally, on the concert, we'll have them come up to the front of the stage and play a pad piece for you. This year, it's a little different. So we've been working on keyboard and pad. Right now, we've been doing more keyboard. So we wanted to play a piece for you. First, you'll hear the A-Day percussion, then the B-Day percussion. And this is a bell piece called Lightly Row. The next piece we'd like to play for you is going to be performed by the Timberview Wind Ensemble Percussion, and it's entitled Nickel for Your Thoughts. It gets its name because most of the piece is written in 5/4 time signature, meaning that there are 5 beats in every measure. This piece really works on small ensemble listening, and because it's a time signature they don't really see all that often, 5/4, it's great practice for them. Again, this is the Timberview Wind Ensemble Percussion, and they'll be performing David Bacon's Nickel for Your Thoughts. Next, we're going to be presenting the Coble Middle School Honors Band. The Honors Band has been working on a solo, both mallets and pad, for their solo contest. So we'd like to perform the mallet solo for you in a group setting. And this is the Coble Honors Band performing a piece entitled Renaissance Festival.
1, 2, 1, and go!
Couple of announcements of things that are coming up, not only for the Timberview Percussion, but band also. We have our pre-UIL for Wind Ensemble and Wind Symphony that will be all at Timberview. It's a virtual recording. That's April 1st. The actual UIL recording is also going to be in April. We have drumline auditions coming up in May. That's May 11th through the 13th. That's 4:30 to 6:30. And then drumline camp is June 1st through the 4th. That's a Tuesday through Friday, right after Memorial Day, and that will be 8 a.m. till 4. Then July drumline camp begins July 19th to the 23rd. That's 8 a.m. till 4. And then band camp starts that next Monday, the 26th. This past fall, we didn't get to do as many competitions. We didn't really do any competitions because of the pandemic. We did get to play in a few football games, which was great, to try and give a little bit of normalcy to the students and get them to have that opportunity. I wanted to thank a few people that worked with the ensemble, both with the battery and the front ensemble. I wanted to thank Mr. Kevin Hood, Miss Marjan Imam, and Miss Malaika Imam. So I want to thank them. Thank you so much for all of your efforts helping and working with our students. Next piece we're going to do is with the Timberview Wind Symphony. This piece is called Heavy Metal. It's a fun, exciting ensemble piece. It takes its title from the variety of metal objects that the students will be hitting. It's got a simple rhythmic motif, kind of like a dance, or dare I say techno. And it's really loud and requires earplugs when you play it. So anyway, this is the Timberview Wind Symphony performing Rick Dorr's Heavy Metal. couple more individuals I'd like to address and thank. I want to thank all of the directors here at Timberview High School. Mr. Kennedy, who does fantastic work with the Timberview Color Guard. Mr. Peyton Lee, Associate Director of Bands here, fantastic. And of course, Head Director, Mr. Eric Mullins. Thank you all for all of your support, and thank you for all your help. I also want to thank the directors at the middle school, Ms. Stephanie Bonebrink and Mr. Byron Miles. Thank you for letting me work with your students. And the directors at Eisenhower Intermediate School, where we do the beginners, Ms. Jackie Fuller and Mr. Byron Miles. Thank you so much again for all of your effort, and thank you for allowing me to work with your students. I also want to thank Mr. Kenneth Fudge and Mr. Omar Hussein for letting us use the stage and helping out with lights and things like that in order to make this concert possible. Next piece we're going to do is called Anitra's Dance. It's by Norwegian composer Edvard Grieg, and it comes from incidental music that he did for Heinrich Ibsen's 1867 play with the same name. It was originally scored for strings and triangle, but the arranger Brian Bloom took some liberties with it and made an arrangement for full percussion ensemble. And this combines the wind symphony and the wind ensemble percussionists. This is called Anitra's Dance. I also need to thank my wife, Chris Ann Niemeyer. Thank you for putting up with me during quarantine. We were both working from home, and I'm up in the office doing beginner videos and banging around up there. So thank you for putting up with me and for helping take care of me when I was sick and for taking care of our dog, Lucy LaRue. Thank you so much for your support of me. Next, I need to introduce our guest artist that we had this year playing with the kids, Mr. Aaron A.C. Capers. We actually got to teach together at Colleyville Heritage, and we played in the Dallas Cowboys drumline together. I think we did one floor performance with the Dallas Mavericks together also. Great guy, great drummer. He's a teacher, he's an educator, he's a composer, arranger, just all around fantastic guy. So our first piece that we're going to do with him is called Servitude, and it's by the band Fishbone, and this is arranged by Sean Chitroma. So this is the combined Timberview Wind Ensemble and Wind Symphony, and our guest artist, Mr. Aaron A.C. Capers. Enjoy. I'd also like to thank the rhythm section musicians that we had brought in to play with the students during the pop ensembles. Mr. Felix Tellerez on guitar and Lucas Weiss on bass. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for your talents. This next piece is an original composition by Aaron Capers and Maverick Peterson. Again, both great educators and writers and arrangers. They put together a short video talking about their next piece is called Supersonic.
Hey guys, it's AC again, Mr. Capers, if you will. I was asked about the track Supersonic. So Supersonic actually came to fruition right here. All right, where we're sitting at, which is now my drum set studio, but before that was my roommate Maverick Peterson's studio. We came up with the idea of wanting to do something that we can keep everybody involved. So he was in a very, very, very progressive writing stage where he would make drumless tracks for people to drum over. He gave me one that was a bit more folky, which was dope, because I drum in a folk rock group, so it was really good for my suitcase kick drum, simple miking, but he came up with another one that he didn't know what to do with. So I had this idea, which was Supersonic. So I had this idea of how about we just take that and then run with it and just treat it like a whole bunch of pad ciphers. Like we just suit it out to people and have them just hop on their pads and just play to the track that he created. And that's pretty much exactly what we did. We sent this track out to Austin, Oklahoma, California, New York, Florida, Japan, Europe. Like it had a little bit of legs to it. It's pretty dope. Made its way through the Instagrams and the social medias and what have you. And ultimately, one of the videos I shot is what led to Mr. Niemeyer seeing me throw down on it. So it's pretty dope. And what goes on in the head of Senor Peterson is wild. Couldn't even imagine. But I can speak for the man and I can say we are both incredibly grateful that you guys have chosen to use Supersonic as a piece, and I can't wait to hear the finished product. So without further ado, peace out, stay safe, mask up, and hopefully I will see you all very soon. Later.
Hey everybody, my name is AC. Everybody just calls me AC. Thank you so much to the Timberview Percussion Ensemble for having me a part of their percussion concert. You guys have no idea how amazing it is to be in a situation where I could sit in and play with, your kids, your family members, your students. This has been a blast. I didn't think I was gonna have this much fun with it, playing one of my pieces that my roommate and I made, and then learning a couple other pieces that I may never ever play again, but I'm so glad I took the time to learn. This was so much fun, and thank you for having your kids be a part of this activity, because this activity saves lives. Living proof of it is me. I would not be here if it wasn't for this activity. So keep pushing the fine arts, keep pushing shows. If you are a fan of music, go out to your favorite venue and let the owners know. We as the musicians need it now more than ever. Thank you so much for everything. Stay safe, and I will see you all soon.
Each year we try and do a throwback or an 80s song in the concert. And in the back of my mind, I'd always wanted to do a song by the band Yes called Changes. Well, several of the students this year asked me about that song, if I knew it, and I was like, yes, I knew it. And they asked, can this maybe be the arrangement that we do this year? And I thought, well, why not? So I arranged Changes by Yes for them. It's kind of a short arrangement. It's not the whole song, because the whole song is like 6-7 minutes long. So this is kind of a highlights from Changes. It kind of starts with some odd time, almost a hypnotic rhythm motif, and then it goes into kind of a more traditional pop song. There's a great drum solo in the middle of the piece by our guest AC Capers, and then it goes back to the pop chorus and ends with that rhythmic motif again. So last song of the night, this is called Changes by Yes. Thank you again for watching the 2021 Timberview Percussion Ensemble concert. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to seeing you hopefully live and in living color in the future. Stay safe. Again, my name is Daniel Niemeyer and look forward to seeing you in the future. Thank you very much.